Alright, what's up guys, another RayLusted video, and I am Lust. Because, well, Ray is not here. Because, well, I'm going to be doing the Dragunity Blast structure box thing. I don't even know what you call this. Just randomly found this at Toys R Us, decided to pick it up. And, yeah, I'm going to be doing an opening review of it. You know, it's also got these 3 boosts here, so. You know, Ray got to do Lost Sanctuary. I'm going to be doing Dragunity Legion. Right. So, this thing over here. Just pull this thing open. It doesn't really open a bit for some reason, but whatever. Yeah, this thing's cool. Just open this up like a little box right here. Awesome. Holding our stuff. And what the heck? This thing's like. See if I can. There we go. Dislodged it. And I don't think this is first edition. So you get these 50 card sleeves with the actual Yu-Gi-Oh card back. Funny because for my actual Dragunity deck I also use these card sleeves. Awesome. Let's see. I've never really opened one of these things before. In fact, I don't even know what these things are called or what they are. And I just noticed the packs are first edition, or it seems like it. So you got to rip these things out. I don't want to damage the cards, but I'm going to have to use a bit of force here. Whoa, what did they even use to hold these things? Yeah, there we go. And you got this stuff here. It's like all that. I'm gonna use this box, it's pretty cool. Oh my god, this thing's awesome. Put that aside, and lastly of this box we have the oversized Dragunity ARMA Leviathan. This is hilarious. What do I even do with this? I don't. Okay, put that aside. And the boosters stuck to each other again. Derp. Alright, so I'm going to be doing an opening of the boosters and then go over the deck itself and, you know, just talk about that, do a nice review on that. So, alright, let's start with Duelist Pack Wayyyyyyy 2. Get one of these tip cards, alright. Whoops. Strategy cards. They used to be all tip cards in like Dark Beginning, Dark Revelation. So we got Assault Mode Activate. Level Eater, nice. Road Synchron, awesome. And no foil it. Silver Wing, it's very useful. And a Reinforced Truth. Alright, pretty decent I guess. I was pretty happy on Level Eater. Star Strike Blast next. Come on, Dragunity Night Vajrayana. I know you're doing this. Mirror of the Ice Barrier. A Reed Butterfly. Exterior's Fang. A Cheria Stag Beetle. And a Creation Resonator. That's pretty awesome. You can just special summon this, you have a little bit higher synchro. And the foil is, no foil, okay. Koki Ring. An Extra Veiler. Interesting. Power Sink Stone. And a Scrap Searcher. Oh wow, that was very disappointing. No foils in all of those. I'll see if I get awesome secret from there. I'll do that. Whoa, that was my favorite. Okay, well, I accidentally showed you guys the secret first thing, but what can you do? So, Miss Valley Apex Savian. Alright, let's take a look at the supers here. Alright. Pretty standard stuff. Alright. Well, I had enough hidden arsenal from the freaking box, so yeah. And card sleeves, I think everyone knows about that. And let's go over the box, or the deck itself. Disappointing boosters. Seriously, I was hoping I'd get like the Dragunity Synchro and Star Strike Blast. Like, so badly. But alas, I'm not lucky enough. Alright, let's oh my god, what the? Okay, there we go. I seem to be mumbling a bit. What the? Okay. open it like that. Awesomeness. And this is stuff no one really cares too much about. On to the deck. Awesome. Yeah, excuse me. Why can I not seem to freaking open this? There we go. In case you guys are wondering, yeah, I do have a Dragunity deck, except, you know, actually I think it's pretty obvious I have a Dragunity deck, but I only have 2 of the structures, so this would be the 3rd one I bought. Let's go over to cards, so let's go over to the new cards that were introduced, I believe, were the new ones anyway. Alright, so, let's start with the monsters. Armor Leviathan, the cover card. This card is really nice, and it's got an awesome, easy to pull off summoning condition. And well, this pretty much every time it summons, it just, for me, it leads to a Trident Dragon. So, yeah, that's basically what it is. Armor Mistletoe, just more synchro summoning / speed for a deck, because if there's Phalanx, then you can just bring this out from your hand, straight from the hand, basically. Because you just send Phalanx, special summon it, equip Phalanx, and special summon it again, so it's pretty much as if you just special summon straight from your hand. Achilles. This card is just awesome, because, well, when it's normal summoning, special summon or Dragunity monster and equip it to it, so, you know, more speed there too. You can also use it with Legionnaire and Vajrayana just to destroy your opponent's cards using their effects. So, yeah, be blessing. And then, Dragon Ravine, this card, I guess you can call it, yeah, the core of the Dragunity deck. Like, I actually tried running a build without the card. Its speed goes down so much, but I've got it to work. But, you know, Ravine, you generally want this in Dragunity deck, is this so useful to search for any. It's pretty much, this equals synchro monsters every turn for you. And then for Dragon Mastery, well, I guess in some builds you'd run it, but not in most builds. So, like, if you want to go for a Dragunity deck that doesn't focus on Dux, Phalanx, and Vajrayana, then just like for how the archetype was actually meant to be used, I guess Konami wanted it to be used, like, using the stuff from Arsenal 4, but, yeah, what can I say? Most people just, well, the people who use the Dragunity just care about the Ravine, Dux, and Phalanx and stuff. Which is too bad Phalanx and stuff like doesn't come in this deck, but anyways, Dragunity Dux is how you initiate the whole Phalanx thing, so pretty useful Dragunity monster in itself already, just because, well, the thing, that's one of the problems with Dragunity is that Legionnaire and Dux are the only low-level Dragunity monsters that equip themselves with monsters when they're summoned. So, yeah, that's not really too, you know, much variety in the deck. And Dragunity, yeah, they do have quite a bit of weaknesses, so that's why they're never really, you know, an archetype that took off, but they were meta for a point, I believe, back in 2011. And Tribus, this card's too slow almost, in my opinion. Dark Spear, it's decent, but the only reason why I ran it was just for cards of constant as fodder. But yeah, the only time I'd ever use this effect is just to tribute like a Phalanx or something, and then special summon like Militium or something, I don't know. And yeah, here's Militium himself. You know, also increase the speed of Dragunity decks, but you usually don't need him because of Phalanx. But if you're going to be using other Dragunity monsters that aren't in this set, like, you know, I don't know why, you know, there's like, the Dragunity monsters in this set are pretty weird. But, you know, then again, like, you get most of them in Arsenal 4, and then Star Strike Black just gives you the awesome synchro ones, which I really need to get a third battery on. I only have 2. Primus Pilus, also a bit too slow in my opinion, unless you run Ultimate Offering. Brandy Stock, it's a pretty nice card actually. It's actually gotten me to a lot of points where I can just use it and basically just dish out a ton of damage. I mean, I could summon Ducks, equip with Brandy Stock, 3,800 damage right there. Well, as if I don't feel like synchro summoning. Dragunity Javelin, this one's questionable, because there's not really any point of equipping your Dragunity monsters with you know, other Dragunity stuff anyways. Like, even though the archetype can do that, there's not really a specific, like, you know, reason for it to be doing that anyways. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's a weird thing. They don't really gain too much benefits from it. It's just, you know, usually you just send the equip cards to activate their effects anyways. Mist Valley Falcon, you know, pretty nice in Dragunity Buds. You can use it to protect Ravine when it attacks. So, you know, add that back to hand. Or you can just play it again, use it again that turn, so. pretty decent. Hunter Owl, just a random beat stick, I guess. I wouldn't run it. Garuda Wind Spirit. This guy was pretty fast in the deck. I usually just banish like a Dux or Legionnaire and just normal summon him, then normal summon Legionnaire, play Phalanx, and then play Trishula. Except unfortunately Trishula is now banned, so I can't do that anymore. I took this guy out of my old build. Flying common card number 1, or I guess consistency. You know, especially some of those Dragunity tuners or something. A Spear Dragon, random beat stick. I wouldn't run him. 200 Behemoth, maybe, but you know, its effect is usually only used when it's destroyed, like, or you know, you don't really get to use it for too many things. Like, you can't use this effect for synchro summoning, whatnot. Armed Dragon, level 3, level 5. I don't know why these are here, but let's just move aside. I wouldn't run them unless you have Armed Dragon level 7, but even then, it's iffy. And 2 Masked Dragons. These are maybes, you know. It just sort of depends on what you want to do with the build. Now on to the spell and trap cards. United We Stand. The deck doesn't really swarm, but you know, still, I guess it's pretty nice to include this in the deck. Mage Power. You know, well, a lot of decks tend to have more spell and traps than monsters in the field, so this actually ends up becoming pretty useful. But it's not really any point in getting a monster attack to an absurd amount unless you're going for like no TK or something. Dragon's Gunfire. Don't run this. Stamping Destruction, this is actually, you know, it's like another MST, except it's not a quick play, that's the problem. So, you know, it's a decent card. I'm not really too sure like whether or not you should run this. Is another opinionated one. Creature Swap, it's actually pretty useful because, you know, you can just special summon Phalanx, and then if you don't feel like synchro summoning, just creature swap Phalanx with one of your opponent's monsters. If only Phalanx doesn't include this. But then again, I already have a ton of Phalanxes. I pulled them from Hidden Arsenal 3s. Monster Reincarnation, this card is a, I guess, well, sort of a staple. It's a decent Dragon. You can use it to get back Dux and Legionnaire, but it's a minus, so. Foolish Burial, awesome. Just use it to mill any Dragon Tuner or Dragon Monster you want. Just send it to grave. Card Destruction. This is iffy in a Dragunity deck, so you might want to use it for consistency, but again, it's a minus. And you know, Dark Oath's meta, so this is probably not one of these right here. Windstorm of Itaqa, another random staple. This one's sort of opinionated again. Relieve Monster, I would suggest not running this. Legacy of Yatagarasu, unless your deck's really small or something, you just need another card to cover up for it, maybe, but yeah, no. Final attack orders, the tide of a duel can change quickly, so you could be winning and then have this out, and then eventually your opponent just all of a sudden destroys your entire field, and then you find yourself with this card useless, or even bad, so. Dragunity is definitely not one of those archetypes that is constantly winning, I must say, so don't run this. Mirror Force staple, let's run this. Dragon's Rage, this is sort of good, I guess. It's, you know, pretty helpful in being aggressive. I guess it can help in Trident Dragon wins or something. I wouldn't really run this, actually. It's better cards to run. Bottomless Trap Hole, awesome. You know, this might be a side card. You know, it's pretty useful against Dark World, just banish Grapha, but yeah, again, it's a staple. You run it if you want. Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi. This card is actually a lot more useful than I thought it would be, because I thought, you know, originally I thought it was, oh, it's a minus, why would you want to use that? But I've been using it to get rid of cards that, you know, are so-called usually indestructible, like Magical, Citadel of Endymon, or Stardust Dragon, stuff like that. And yeah, I found this actually be pretty useful for like no reason. And the last card is the Icarus Attack. Run this. You contribute a used up Legionnaire, or say some guy Effect Dweller Dux or something. Just set this, and then, you know, next turn, boom, hit him with an Icarus Attack. So what made Black Wings really annoying. And yeah, that's it for this video of Dragunity Blast. I'm pretty disappointed in the boosters, but yeah, what can you say? There's only 3 of them, so can't expect too much. So yeah, sorry if I was holding the cards away from the camera or something like that, or if it's boring because Ray isn't here. So yeah, that tends to happen to me. I was really excited. I just wanted to open this. Couldn't wait for him to be available. Well, yeah, I guess that's it. See you guys.